We have a tremendous opportunity in this state to make a significant commitment to K-12 and early childhood at the ballot this fall. Colorado has adopted a series of broad, far-sweeping changes to our school finance formula, and part of those changes involve a tremendous opportunity to invest in our youngest learners, where potentially the Colorado preschool program, a proven, accessible, effective program, could be opened up to 25,000 new 3 and 4-year-olds. And so I would love for you to speak to how this will supplement rather than supplant opportunities like that we bring to the voters this fall.
For me, the key in all this is really just partnership. And we definitely need the private sector to step up and not wait and move. We need local government, and again, Denver's done a tremendous job in this area. We need state government. I think the lieutenant governor and the governor showing tremendous courage and vision on this. But at the end of the day, again, we just have far too many children in this country today who don't have access. And so we just want to be a good partner. We can't do it by ourselves. The state can't do it by itself. Denver can't do it by itself. Business community can't do it by itself. But if we all leveraging each other's resources and working together, then we have a chance to finally do the right thing. So I think, it's obviously a big initiative here in the state. I desperately hope it moves forward. I think the implications for the state's children, for the state's economy are huge. Let me just say, at the end of the day, for me, it's fascinating when I go and testify before Congress, which, quite frankly, is not the favorite thing. My favorite part of my job. I'd much rather come out and talk to you guys. There's just this fundamental tension I feel in the country. It's sort of where the fork in the road is: do we believe education is an investment, or do we think of education as an expense? And we know these are tough economic times, but there are a lot of folks I work with and respect, but just fundamentally disagree with in Congress, who think we should be cutting back in education, cutting back in early childhood, cutting back in K-12, making college, cutting back in Pell Grants. I just think we cut off our nose to spite our face if we do that. I will never support just investing in the status quo. We have to invest in digital reform. We have to challenge ourselves to get better. Our dropout rate is unacceptable. Our high school graduates aren't college and career ready. We have to challenge ourselves in quality every single day, but we all have to invest. Now, the final thing I'll say is, I spend lots of my time looking at our international competitors. Singapore, South Korea, China, India, they are investing very, very heavily in innovation, in education, in early childhood education. And again, I just want our children to have a chance to compete on a level playing field.
I just wanted to add on, Secretary Duncan, I appreciate the support on that. I think hopefully the success that we have with the ballot initiative in Colorado can be something that will go to other states as well. It's a great model, I think, hopefully, that this isn't just a Colorado thing, but ultimately something that affects all Americans. And I want to say that, as I mentioned, I think earlier, executives partnering to invest in children. We're doing everything we can to work with Colorado commits to kids to make sure that this is a success.
Just to hear you say those things about the expanse and the cuts. In my system, when we see the cuts in mental health, when we see the cuts in education, those people flow into our system. So what I would tell those people in Congress is they better have money to build more prisons in places like that. I think they're going to make the kind of cuts you're talking about.
Minister.
Frederick Douglass said it's easier to build strong children than it is to repair men. And I see that every day. We have to make sure that we're talking to our neighbors, we're talking to our business leaders, and that we're coming together to pull our resources together to make sure that our children, we start off building them strong so that they're not people that need to be restored. I do work in an alternative setting, and that is the business I'm about, not only with faith, but also in school. I am in the restoration business, and we know it's easier from the beginning to teach them as little ones. Then when they come to us as a full-grown young adult, it's hard to restore that individual. So I say we have to get together to make sure that things pull together, that we pass the bill that the president's talking about, the policy that he's talking about, and also what's happening in November that Senator Johnson has placed out, that we have Head Start for those 3 and 4-year-olds.